handed me this paper. I can't stop it. It's already been published all across the city. Thousands of eyes have already seen this. The image you're about to see is shocking.
Wrap it up, Siegel.
The image you're about to see is shocking.
Okay.
Was Booker T under the influence at the parade? Oh my goodness
God.
gracious. Judge, it looks here as we're looking at
Anyway,
I've shown
so
all I
we
need to
got-
show, Your Honor.
Now we have Attorney
Asshole.
Yanamene. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hear some language?
that was someone from behind passing the hallway, Your Honor.
Okay, already. I would like for you to stay a little bit silent while Attorney Yanamene presents his evidence. Yanamene, are you ready
Sir,
to
yes, sir.
defend? Attorney Yanamene, are you ready and prepared to Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, before we
say-
get started,
okay.
George Nicole, if you want to let us know when that 3-minute timer is ready, and we'll go ahead.
I will be keeping tabs
Yes,
as
sir.
well.
Go ahead and get started, Yanamene. You have 3 minutes.
Okay, I just want to say thank you for your time. I just want to say I'm sorry you had to deal with all this unprofessionalism with the prosecutor playing with paper over there. You see that?
Yep, let's go ahead
So-
and get it started.
Okay. So I want to start with, of course, my evidence. It all started
bring it
with an
to
empty
breaking
pizza
news.
box. Where did the empty where
I'm thinking.
where where did the empty pizza box come from? So of course, like every other man, NFL Sunday, just got done watching some football. You know, he ate his pizza, and after everyone eats his pizza, they're pretty happy. So what do? You start whistling. Well, in this case, of course, our friend Mr. Booker T could not whistle. He had a damaged whistle. He couldn't whistle after finishing his pizza. He was in a good mood. So what does that lead to when something's not working properly with your body? You go to the doctor. You go to the doctor. So you're waiting at the doctor. No. And you get frustrated because when you go to the doctor, you're waiting forever just for them to prescribe you some stupid antibiotics. Am I right or am I left? Huh? And everyone's in a bad mood because you've been waiting at the doctor for Anyways.
May I ask that we stop this time for an objection?
Alrighty,
Or-
objection, I'll hear it.
All right.
Okay.
I would just like to point out, Mr. Yonamene, is that right?
Yep.
You say it was a football Sunday, I suppose you could say, as to the pizza box? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Good at this shit, man.
How could it be a football Sunday if June 18th, 2025 was a Wednesday?
I'll tell you why. Because this is events leading up to the day.
Events leading up to the day. Okay.
Also, Veterans Day is in November.
Enough
In this
questions, Your Honor.
imaginary world, no, it's not.
Order. I would like to say something here. No, we are not going to do that unauthorized in my court. I will tell you when that's okay. They were not speaking. You had no right to do that. Thank you. As I was
Bringing them
saying,
back. Hold on,
As I
bringing
was
them
Oh
back.
my gosh, his face is melting off.
as I was saying,
Turn it back. His face is melting off. What did you do to him? Okay, he's back.
I would like to grant Yanamene with a 1 minute and 37-second timer, starting on George's mark.
Thank you.
Alrighty, begin.
Well, George, well, Judge, I think I think it's pretty clear who is lying here. This guy tried to say it in June. Reality.
Are you going to
Veterans
talk
Day-
about your defense?
Okay,
or are you
okay,
going
fine.
to
Okay, I'm
defend
sorry. You're
against
right.
Austin? Okay,
Anyways,
go ahead.
waiting at the doctor's is for all events leading up to the day. He's been waiting at the doctor's. He's been upset, super upset. And the next day, I will say, unfortunately, he did expose himself, but not at the Veterans Day parade, but at a Walmart nearby when he was going to grab more beer. I know we've all been there. We've been upset. You know, you just want a little tugging because you know
30
the
seconds
dopamine
left.
releases into your brain and it makes you feel good. But Anyways, when he got caught doing that, the police asked for his driver's license, and he was pretty upset about that because he already had used up a couple points. He had 2 points left because he had some reckless driving before, but he didn't comprehend that he wasn't behind the wheel, so he wasn't going to get any more points. Therefore, they gave him an electronic bracelet to prevent this from happening, any exposing to prevent him exposing himself to the public.
Time's up, Your
So
Honor.
this way, there's
I
no
would
way.
like to say,
Okay.
I would order in the court. I would like to say that we shall not bring up any previous charges as they have already been dealt with, and we will keep this as the charge of it is today. So we are not talking about when Mr. Booker T exposed himself in a Walmart a couple of days prior. We are talking about if and when he did on the Veterans Day that is supposedly in June.
10-4. 10-4.
Supposedly
Yep.
in June.
10-4.
Alrighty,
Your Honor, may I have a witness come to the stand?
you may.
How do I do that? Wrong witness. All right, Your Honor, I bring to the stand the gardener.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor. I would just like to say, let me give a recounting of the day as it started. I woke up, made some extra breakfast, had a glass of coffee, and I sat on my front porch, admiring the beautiful sky and the day that I knew was to come, the Veterans Day Parade. The biggest parade in the entire town all year round. It was around 3:23 p.m. The parade had been going on for about 45 minutes at this point.
2-minute warning.
I was working in my garden, the beautiful flowers. I was going to give some to some of the veterans, as my husband was a veteran. He died in the Gulf War.
We might get some breaking news here, boys.
And as I see some of the veterans approaching me, and I'm cutting some of the roses for them to give to them, that man sitting over there. Mr. Booker T pulled out his 3mm Peter and exposed it to me and my grandchildren.
1 minute remaining.
I still see it right now. You sick son of a bitch.
Order.
Time's up, you jerk.
Hold on. I have breaking news. I have breaking news. I have breaking news.
No, we're not going to explain that at this moment. We are going to talk about the language that has been spoken in this courtroom. You are dismissed.
You're a puss, bro.
Hold on. Am I allowed to publish breaking? I have breaking news.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, when I say this, I
Publish
apparently
it and
there's
stop speaking.
crazy breaking news
Publish
today.
it and stop speaking.
Okay, here we go.
Damn.
This is fresh off the press.
Booker T alcohol possible fentanyl laced. Oh my gosh. Your Honor, I think we've heard all we need to hear, to be honest. Attorney Yonamine.
Objection. Can I speak?
You may speak, Yonamine.
Can I call the witness?
You would like to call the witness back?
My witness.
How did you do that, Johnny?
Your witness. Okay.
Hello, Judge Braun.
Hello.
The President of the United States
Oh my God.
Okay.
did speak.
Quit that.
Come on. He's not the president. Is this really the president of the United States?
Performed a speech on Veterans Day,
Is the
provide
president.
to 20,000 Americans, and there was no man exposing himself, to my knowledge. Therefore, besides,
2-minute
Veterans
warning.
Day is not in June, it's in November. Any real American should know that. I believe we should check his visa status. That's all I have.
Alrighty.
It's a pretty racist statement, Zetch. I would say something about that.
Racist statement from... I'm going to contain myself, Your Honor.
Unamine made a racist statement.
May I speak? May I speak again one more time? What do you think about the gay pride flag, Judge Brian?
This is a red herring, and
Hey, bailiff, get him
Fear-
for that. Bailiff,
I
get him for
fear
that.
that this
All
is
right,
irrelevant.
I will say,
Hank, yeah, he deserves to be all types of.
I
messed
will
up
say,
for that.
I was out of line there. I
Speculation.
retract the statement.
Speculation
I
on the
retract statement.
judge.
Let him
retract this-
retract. Let him retract his. You will bring him back. You will. Undo what you've done. Undo what you've done, or it's not
You
guilty.
wait till
Thank
you wait till this court case is over, you son of a gun.
All right. you kicked me. Go ahead, Prosecutor Irish Zetch. Do you have anything to say?
Let me just double check some of the evidence that I've got.
Okay. Take the time you need, and when you're ready, let George know, and he'll start that. We'll give you a 1.5-minute timer for this.
Okay. I'd like to call my witness back up to the stand.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get them going.
But wait a sec. Okay. Your Honor, I didn't get to finish it last time, but after Mr. Booker T exposed himself, he tried running. And he was trying to be apprehended by some of the veterans.
Objection.
Yes,
There is no objection when a witness is on the stand.
thank you, Your Honor.
George, go ahead and hit Yanamine for me.
While some of the veterans tended to me and my grandchildren after the horrific incident we had just encountered, Mr. Booker T was trying to be apprehended by some of the veterans, in which he pulled out and brandished a water gun. He sprayed them down. It was filled with baby oil.
30 seconds remaining.
The veterans shrieked. They fell to the ground in agonizing pain. They had been to the titty parties. It wasn't the only PTSD. The war wasn't the only PTSD they endured. But Diddy. Because of Mr. Booker T, he scarred these veterans even more than they could even imagine. More than I
Judge,
can
may
imagine.
I?
Time's up, Your Honor.
There is no speaking
Time's
when
up,
a
Your
witness
Honor.
is on the stand.
That's
Time's
all I
up,
have to say, Your Honor.
All right. Judge Brian, do you have enough evidence to make?
May
your
I say
decision?
something?
Holy
I just
fuck.
want to say that there's just no way Booker T did this because he had the electronic bracelet.
Why don't you provide us some evidence that shows if he was wearing the bracelet that day or not? And where was the location on that bracelet?
He was home. He's on house arrest. He has the electronic bracelet. He has freedom, but with conditions. Of course, he cannot leave. Therefore, there's no way he was able to leave the house without police with him under 2 minutes. There's no way he could have done that. Besides, once again, to my original.
Do you have anything to say about that, Prosecutor Irish Zetch?
If he was truly on house arrest, then how did he have the mystery grab bag? Let's be honest here, folks. The suspicious bill, the mystery grab bag, the lottery ticket. This is no case of misidentification. Even though Mr. Booker T was guilty of it with the fake passport that he owned. But this is a case of Booker T exposing himself to the innocent people of the public. That is all I have to say, Your Honor.
I would like to say here, by the way,
Your Honor, are you ready to make a decision?
George, you know what to do.
Make your damn decision already.
Okay, I'll just do it myself then. So, as we stand today, I just want to go ahead and thank everybody for coming out. There was a lot of good things to say today. The one thing that kind of gets me is if we all take a look at the second breaking news picture, there is a very clear picture of Booker T with the water gun.
Clear as crystal, as some might say.
It is clear as crystal. The first breaking news story, however, could be from when he was arrested the first time, as Johnny had brought up. But in this case, order, you will not throw paper airplanes at me. On the count of 1, exposing himself to all at the
How are you doing that,
Veterans
Luke?
Day. Order!
How are you doing that, Luke?
Order! 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 Order!
Oh, dude, that's how we need to use the
Look
emotes.
at me, look at me.
On the count of exposing himself to all at the Veterans Day Parade. Attorney Yonomene. Your client.
Guilty as a saw. Johnny,
Dude, man, Booker T was
attorney.
guilty as heck, man.
Dude, oh my god. Okay.
Oh my God, Johnny
Let me be a
received 30
defense
Damn, man.
stuns.
I thought-
Let me be a
There's
defense
no
attorney,
way.
bro. Let me be a
You're gonna be the
defense
defense? Okay, I'll be the judge
I
this
wanna
time
be-
around.
Okay, okay.
Defense.
Maybe the
I
prosecutor.
think the way that we should do
Versus
it
Luke.
to make it a little bit better, have the prosecutor go first like we have, but have the defense build off of the prosecutor's story with their evidence.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay,
did.
that's fair.
You try that. And I use my evidence to prove that he's innocent, right? To create a story, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Hold on, we're waiting on Brian.
Wait, you can change the cards. It says default cards.
Yeah, those are the only cards we have. At least that's the only
Oh.
ones that pop up on mine.
What does a juror do?
Don't be a juror. A juror.
Be a bailiff. Be the bailiff.
That's what the game recommends, at least. You could be the witness if you want to speak on it.
So you're Luke's witness. So you're on Luke's team.
Well, no, so he could be both, right?
I can question. Okay.
Does it-
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I'll talk for my defendant. Chris can talk for. Yeah, it'll just be like Chris and Luke versus me.
'Kay.
And they use the same story or whatever. They just build off it and try to find whatever makes sense the most. All right, let's go, Judge.
All right, we're just
We're
waiting on the
for the
prosecutor.
charges, we're waiting for the charges. Yeah, we need to get a different word pack, bro.
I know. If I can find one, I'll.
Sad clown, poor guy. I just want to say, Your Honor, he didn't do what they said he's about to do. That's all I have to say.
Anyway, you can put that cigarette out. I have asthma, Attorney George.
I apologize, gentlemen. It's always lit, so I apologize for that. Hopefully, the distance between the two of us isn't, too bad. Let's go, Prosecutor Siegel. Come on. We don't have all day. Some of us have jobs tomorrow, dude.
Hey, George, look over here.
Hey, look over here, man. Something about to be in Luke's. Oh.
All right.
Billy Pooboss robbing a sock in front of jewelry store, struck pedestrian riding away in a car. So he robbed another person, basically.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, all rise.
How do I? Oh.
All right. We'll go ahead and start with the prosecutor, Mr. Siegel. What evidence might you have for us today?
Hi. Hello, members of the court here. To start off, this is a very, very sensitive topic. Not only was an innocent, hold on, I'm on the wrong.
Are you going one by one?
I don't know.
story
I don't know what I'm
introducing?
gonna do.
Or do you want to pick all five first?
I might go one by one.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah. Okay, to start off, let me go ahead and tell you how terrible of an act this was and how distraught the poor robbed person has been. They have not been able to leave their house since the robbery. They cannot fathom going outside because of the stress they have and I guess the traumatic stress from this incident.
Holy shit, Johnny, who's typing? Holy fuck.
No, Chris, you're still here next to me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean, though?
What do you mean you got kicked?
No. That's not what I said to you.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what you said earlier.
Delay of time, Your Honor. Delay of time, Your Honor.
Sorry. I'm just talking with my witness.
Who's gonna be the
Yeah, so-
timekeeper, Johnny? Or no, Austin.
I'll keep the time. What should be the standard amount of time? 3 minutes?
Poor person.
3 minutes, yeah.
Okay, 3 minutes starting now.
All right. Let me start off by telling you about what happened at the crime. We have your defendant over there stepped up, and this poor person who had just bought a very nice and fresh Rolex from the jewelry store, pristine condition. They were on the wait list for approximately 3 years. They step out of the store extremely excited, and what is your client over there do? He's sitting outside. This is planned, and he runs forward. What do we have? Midnight shriek. The poor person who was robbed knows exactly what's happening in this moment, and they're getting robbed. As your defendant over there steps up in all black outfit with his knife, brandishing a knife, ready to rob. This was terrible. We have evidence from the crime scene, a dented water bottle that clearly the poor person who was robbed had on them at the time of the robbery. They quickly snatched the watch. It was not on their wrist. They had it in the Rolex box, carrying it away. Snatched that. They ran straight to the subway. And of course, what does the person do who's been robbed? They follow. What do we have? A stare in the subway. They're staring at each other in the subway because the robber jumped across the line. This person who just had the Rolex robbed, they're not stopping there. They quickly run, and they run out of the subway. They're to the getaway car there. This guy planned this the whole time? What the heck? He gets in the car, and they slam on the gas. I think the getaway driver, this was his first time. I don't think he knew what he was doing. It was a red light. There was people crossing the street. Oh my gosh! We have a used tissue from the crime scene. I guess someone was smoking on the side of the road. That's that. We'll move on from that. I cannot believe what happened. It slams his foot on the gas.
1 minute.
It could have been a catastrophe. I mean, it's a good thing he only hit one person. They go flying over the freaking hood of the car, and somehow they live. They are very, very distraught, broken, and somehow this person who just got hit stands up and they flip off. They flip off the dude. They flip him off, and what does he do? He does a wanka sign out the window. Oh, that's a no-no. Your Honor, I will rest my case here. It was plain as day. This person chased him to the subway. There was countless people who saw him in the subway, but I will have my witness speak. I'll have my witness speak. My witness is the person who was hit by the car. They can contest. They were there walking the street. They saw the commotion. They were struck. This person in the car did not stop. They carried on. We have not. All I want to do is get this person their Rolex back and have this person across from me here in jail for the rest of their life for what they've done.
All
That's
right.
where I'll rest my case.
We'll go ahead and call your time there. All right, Mr. Attorney, I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to you. I'm going to go ahead and give a recounting of the story from my notes here. That way you might make this a little bit easier. Hold on, let me just get a picture of the evidence here. That way we can make this a little bit easier here.
Hey, there's some news whenever you need them. Just let me know when you want them.
Go ahead and put it out here after I recount this story here.
Let's see the news, sir. Let's see the news.
Oh, yeah. Here, hold on.
Judge, permission? You're not the judge. Sorry, so you'll have to wait for the judge.
Let me recount this story real quick, and then we can get into the evidence. Does that sound all right?
Yep. Okay. We do.
All right. For the attorney, Mr. George Cool, we're going to go ahead and start with the Midnight Shriek. So, just to preface, I have here that the robbed innocent has PTSD from the robbery, hasn't left the home since the incident. It seems here that our innocent bystander had been on a waiting list for 3 years to get a pristine Rolex. It seems here that our robbery in the possible hands of Mr. Billy Pooboss was premeditated.
the midnight screech from the innocent, and then we have the dented water bottle from the fleeing of the suspect. We have a stare in the subway from the innocent and the suspect. And then just to retrace our steps a little bit, it seems here that the suspect brandished a knife at the innocent before they snatched the watch, that is. After the subway, it seems our suspect got into a getaway car with a incompetent getaway driver. It seems here that the incompetent getaway driver hit an innocent bystander with their car, and then I believe that's where we got the used tissue. I'm not quite sure where that went into the case. And then as the car is driving away, there is a gesture prohibited by law that was made by the person that was struck by the car and sent flying over the hood.
Your Honor, if I may, I think I'm ready. I have my
Okay.
I have my information here, my evidence here.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, I just want to start off by saying I believe
Before you start, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Actually, here before we start, let's go ahead and get this evidence. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Jonah Mene has been waiting on this breaking news.
Yeah, correct.
And then I'll
You're-
start your
you're
3-minute
right.
time.
Totally right. You're totally right. Go ahead, Jonah Mene. Give us that breaking news, boss.
Speedster runs over child near downtown McKinney. Good God.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the graphic.
All right,
The
Your
graphic
Honor.
quality of that
Your
paper.
Honor, if I may, Your
Okay.
Honor, I'm ready.
3 minutes starting now.
All right, Your Honor. So I do want to say I completely agree with Siegel here that the suspect is out there somewhere, but it is not my man Billy Pooboss. Okay, Billy Pooboss actually looks nothing like the suspect. If we look first at the breaking news here, this person driving the car has no eyebrows, and here if you look as clear as day, Billy Pooboss has the bushiest eyebrows known to man. And he did not have drawn
Objection.
nose.
Billy Pooboss was
Your
not
Honor,
driving the
if I
car.
may.
Billy Pooboss was not driving the car. There was a separate getaway driver.
Your Honor,
I'll
if
let
I
that
may,
slide.
you can
I'll
see-
let that slide.
Your Honor, no, that's not Billy Pooboss. You can easily see him clear as day behind the getaway driver in that breaking news.
Objection.
Moving
He's
on to
changing
my-
the story.
but
He's changing the
but
story
moving
now.
on to my evidence, Your Honor. Moving on to my evidence, Your Honor.
Hold
Moving on
that,
to my evidence.
prosecutor.
So the reason why I say Billy Pooboss was not nowhere near the crime scene, and before I dive into going into Luke's points, I kind of want to just go over my points here. What I have here.
Okay, let's hear it.
So Billy Pooboss actually got laid off. He got somewhat of a broken contract. He was a contractor, and they broke his contract.
Okay.
So he was actually at home. He spent his time at home. You know, he was very upset. And some people asked what was his contract position. He was a contractor for trying on size 47 socks.
And I'm going to go ahead and put a pause to your time here real quick. I would just
Yes,
like
sir,
to
yes,
point
sir.
out that in another case that I had worked prior, I saw that the size 47 socks soared 32 points on the market. So that would explain the money that he got for the pristine Rolex.
My client did not get the pristine Rolex. He's the one who's
Yes.
accused of
Okay,
stealing. Yeah. So, as I was saying,
continue. Resume on time.
Yeah. Okay. So, so he that's what he got laid off for. That was his contract position. He was trying on size 47 socks. That's what they wanted him to do, but he didn't fit them. So that's why he got laid off. They broke his contract. So, Billy Pooboss would really just stay at home. You know, open up his sketchbook, think of ideas, and kind of, gather, do local jobs that are available. Writing those, notating those down. On his off time to kind of cheer him up, he would hit up his gaming console. He plays on the PlayStation 5 and the PC. Very cool guy, Billy Pooboss. But that's what he usually does to kind of cheer himself up. So the day that happened, when he got laid off, they broke the contract for the size 47 sock trier honor. He went home and did the sketchbook, put on his gaming console, and to ruin the day, the cherry on top really was he stubbed his little toe. Both of them on both feet. So he really just laid down and rested all day. And really, that's all I wanted to say about Billy Pooboss. What he was doing exactly that day. The witness. I mean, it's clear as day, Your Honor. Looking at this picture, the person in the car here, the vehicle here, you can see that is Billy Pooboss. But Your Honor. He has no eyebrows. Billy Pooboss has the bushiest eyebrows known to mankind. So, I know he might look like the suspect, but that's Billy Pooboss is not your man, Your Honor, and I want to rest my case there.
Okay. We'll go ahead and call that there. I'm going to bring the prosecutor back up to the stand real quick. I'd like to ask a couple questions real quick pertaining to the validity of your story.
Okay, go ahead.
One thing I would like to make apparent to the court and to
Yes, sir.
our jurors. Actually, there is jurors up in the stand. You can't see them. They're up there.
Oh.
I would just like to put out a hypothetical here. If
Okay.
Mr. Pooboss really did have the money, this is what I meant to say before to our attorney, George School here. Size 47 stocks are clearly a lucrative business practice. Lots of money. I mean, that explains the gaming console,
Yes.
sketchbook.
Yes.
Why would somebody with such funds, I guess you could say, need to steal a pristine Rolex? I would
That's
just
an
like
excellent
to
question, Your
bring
Honor.
that question to the court, or just a,
Yes, that
a
is-
hypothetical thought, I guess you could say.
That's an excellent question. And I think it's a question that we might not know the answer to because I think Billy Pooboss might not have had an exact reason. Maybe his reason wasn't monetary. Maybe, getting laid off from his job has led him to destitution, scared times. Maybe he was worried about his future funds. I can't exactly comment on the outlook of his life and things that are going on, but what I can say is that he definitely robbed this poor individual. And if you would allow me, Your Honor, if you have any other questions, if you don't have any other questions,
Order in this damn court.
dude, look at this guy. If you don't have any other questions, I'd like to call my witness to the stand.
Guys, I'm sorry. Some breaking news just came down.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's,
Are you, Judge? Can I present him or no?
yes, you may present the evidence. Fortune 5 company. Oh my god.
Oh.
You see, Your Honor, that goes exactly. You can see it clear as day, that is not my client. Billy Pooboss was nowhere near that. He was nowhere near that incident. He was at home. They have they have the wrong guy, Your Honor. That's all I have to say, Your Honor.
Okay.
I will keep this information in mind. The information or the photograph. The first photograph is it's a little grainy. Kind of hard to make out, but I'm not going to rule anything out just yet. We'll leave that to the jurors.
Okay.
You can go ahead and bring
Can
your
my-
witness to the stand,
Yes,
and I'll
please,
begin
my
our
witness.
3-minute timer.
Now, my witness, I know the newspaper said it was a child. I think the newspaper got this info wrong. My witness is it was an older lady that the car hit. It's a miracle she's still alive. She's had to have surgery on both of her hips replaced. She has complete bionic hips now, bionic knees. Her ankles are completely bionic. She can hardly walk. So it's gonna take her a little bit to get to the stand. It's a terrible, terrible thing. But she has her side of the story to give here.
Okay. Go ahead and bring this witness to the stand, and we'll begin our 3-minute timer.
Yes, of course.
How do I approve?
You have to scroll through the buttons. You have to scroll through the buttons, Austin.
What buttons?
Look at the buttons. It's the blue and red buttons. Scroll through. Look at them with the hammer and scroll through them. It'll do the opposite.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, this is the witness. Okay. Hello, Miss Bryan. I'm gonna go ahead and whenever you're ready, I'll start this 3-minute timer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Order in this fucking court. 3-minute timer begins now.
Hello. I'm the old lady that was walking the street. All I
This
can
is like a
say,
man.
I'm sorry. Anyways, all I can say is I can recount the days of what happened. That day I was walking to the farmer's market. I was just walking across the street. And there was a speeding car coming. I had the right of way, dang it. I had the right of way. And I thought I could keep going. I had a nice fine young gentleman who came out to help me walk across the street. And luckily he dived out the way of the car or it would have been two of us that these people hit. And there were two people in the car. I did witness it because I had a long time to look at this speeding car coming at me.
Your Honor, can I get a time check?
When
We have a minute and 50 seconds.
when the car hit me, I flew over the car. My bionic legs couldn't move. I was crying so bad, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna put a pause to the time. Put a pause to the time. What is your objection, attorney?
Your Honor, this witness here is obviously clearly delusional in the car accident. She has not stated one time of what the suspect looked like. She has not described him in any way.
That
I
is
just wanna
not grounds for an
You let her
objection.
finish the story. You must let her
Johnny,
finish the story.
I mean, Your Honor.
Hey, Chris.
No, that is not correct. That is
Any
not
more
correct.
harassment like this to any of our witnesses, and you'll be kicked out of this court for contempt.
May I proceed, Judge?
Yes, but before we proceed, I'd like to ask one question. I just want to check, or go ahead and run me through real quick. I'm gonna resume the timer. I would like to know what exactly did you do after you were struck by this car. Timer starting now.
After I was struck by this car, I couldn't really move my legs. My bionic legs, they weren't working, but they were. That wasn't even the worst part of what happened. Here today or that day, I'm sorry, I get so lost in the track of time. That day when it happened,
We
my
get a time check, Your
arms,
Honor.
A minute and
my
15
arms were
seconds.
scraped. I'm sorry, I talk slow. I'll talk faster.
No,
my
no, no.
arms were real scraped up from the concrete that day, and that's where the used tissues come in. Somebody had came by and noticed that I was bleeding all over myself, and they were trying to stop the bleeding with all these used tissues because that's all they had. They eventually took off their shirt and tried to patch
Your
me
Honor,
up a
Your
little
Honor.
bit.
Can we get a time check?
We have a 45 seconds with 15 seconds added on.
Am I allowed to describe the pictures that I saw, the picture that I could see in when the car was coming at me?
Yes, you may. 1 minute timer
Okay.
starting now.
Okay. I couldn't really see much. I'm not gonna lie, just looking in the car, I saw a lot of darkness as the windows were tinted real bad, like a criminal would have.
Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear him.
But
Your Honor, time check.
I did see
Your
a
Honor,
bright,
time check.
40 seconds. Time has been paused and resumed.
I did see a bright green hand on the steering wheel from what I could see, but I'll be honest with you, Judge, I couldn't see his face.
Okay.
But that's what happened that day, and that's just what happened. A car had hit me. I don't know if it was coming from the direction, but I've been asked to come up about
15
being
seconds.
hit today, and that's what happened. I got hit. The tissues were there to stop the bleeding, and it hurt so bad I just wanted to get my corn feed for my
5
animals
seconds.
that day, and I had to spend the next 2 months in the hospital.
All right, Miss Bryan, we're going to go ahead and call your time right there. Thank you for speaking. I have
Okay.
Wait, would
Can I
you
say
mind?
one
Would you
thing?
mind-
Attorney,
Judge,
one.
Judge, can I just offer you something real
Objection,
fast?
Your Honor.
It's gonna be a
Order
5
in the
second
damn
thing.
court. Order in the damn court.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
questions will be answered, and everyone will be attended to here in just a moment. I have one final question to ask to our witness here. So, Miss
Okay.
Bryan, I just want to clarify that all the information that you presented, was there anything else at all that happened in the immediate aftermath of you getting struck by this car? Anything at all?
I don't remember. I'm just an old lady, so there can't possibly be much that I can really tend to. I can't really see a lot of stuff and look around, especially because I'm sitting there bleeding on the ground and someone's tending to me to get with their tissues to help me. I'm sorry.
okay,
Is there
okay.
someone laughing at me in this court? I'm sorry.
That's
Hey,
enough
Judge,
questioning.
I just want to say one more thing. It's gonna be 5 seconds. If I could have the honor here.
Please do.
If I if I need to come back up here to re-clarify some things, I'm more than willing to move my bionic legs up here to answer any more questions you may have for me, Your Honor.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call it there.
Wait. Can I ask her one
Uh,
question?
gosh, Your
we,
Honor, I've been asking
you can
this
save that
for
question
so
for a
fucking
minute. Mr.
time.
George the Cool has been waiting long enough.
Okay, all
And,
right.
and Mr. Cool, I would just like to bring up something in your defense. Nowhere, if we were to look in the evidence here, just to point this out, and our suspect did say that they do not recall anything. Our witness said they do not recall anything else after, or maybe they had just forgotten. You know, anybody could with the immediate aftermath of a being struck by a car.
Of course.
I would like to point out that the gesture prohibited by law was not brought up at any point in this.
Huh? That's crazy.
It's
Your
just
Honor,
something to
that's
keep in mind.
crazy.
It's just something to keep in mind.
And now that you say that, Your Honor, I do also want to say, quote unquote.
Okay,
dude,
before
do
you
I have a
start-
mic, first of all?
Before you start, I'm gonna go ahead and move this
I'll
over,
wait.
and I'm gonna go ahead and oh wait.
Judge Zetch, I believe have some breaking news for you that can help you alleviate some of this confusion.
Okay. Give me just one moment. How do I fucking call the damn witness off?
He is. He's his witness now.
Yeah, I am his witness now.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'll speak for my witness. With the president's not my fucking witness. I'm speaking for the fucking defendant.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Suspect.
3 minutes
Billy
timer
Pooboss.
starting.
Are we waiting for breaking news?
Should we? Mr.
Yeah,
Gentleman.
breaking news.
I'm having a gentleman. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
okay. Present this news that you wanted to share with us.
Here we go.
Bionic old lady. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
Gosh.
goodness gracious. Your Honor, I'm ready to start, Your Honor.
Wow.
Okay. 3 minutes starting now.
Your Honor, first of all, I want to go off of what you had said prior with the gardener not mentioning using a gesture prohibited by law. I just want to really focus on that point right
Order
there.
in
That
the
she
damn
didn't even say that she did that. And I do want to go back on Prosecutor Siegel's words there. He clearly stated, clear as day, Your Honor, that the so-and-so suspect flipped off the police. Okay? Last time I checked, flipping people off, middle finger, this is a form of freedom of speech. That is not a gesture prohibited by law. So that kind of completely clears out and cancels out that situation right there. The next thing I want to say, Your Honor, I want to ask you a couple questions here, Your Honor. What color is your desk?
It is yellow.
What color is Prosecutor Siegel's desk?
From where I'm standing, it looks to be orange.
Yes, sir. And what is the color of my desk?
It looks to be blue.
Awesome. So I have Billy Pooboss's what's the word? He said this is okay for me to ask this question. What color is Billy Pooboss here? What color is his skin?
Your Honor, this is complete speculation.
No,
the witness
no,
that was
no,
called
no,
to the
Your
stand,
Honor.
obviously,
Your Honor, objection. Your Honor,
is
objection.
retelling it from their own perspective.
Your Honor, objection. Your Honor, what color is Billy Pooboss? Can you please? And I will come to the witness. I'll ask your witness.
I do want to point out, he is a light shade of green. In which, if we were to go back to the prosecutor's witness, it was pointed out that somebody in the car was of light green skin.
She did
She
say
said,
that.
She
She
said,
did say
hey,
that.
hey, Your Honor, if I may. She said lime green skin. Lime
No, I didn't.
skin. Yes.
No, I
Your
didn't.
Honor. Yes. Yeah.
Can we get the stenographer to run that back, John O'Malley?
She did not say lime green. She said light blue.
She did not say light blue. Prosecutor Siegel is lying straight to your face. I know for a fact that you
Okay,
even said
okay.
a shade of green, and he just said
Okay,
to you
Your
light
Honor,
blue.
Your Honor,
So he
Your Honor,
just lied
if,
straight,
Your Honor,
point blank
Your
to your
Honor.
face, Your Honor. I don't.
Okay,
I,
Your
I
Honor.
hope you didn't let that go over your head. Just
Okay, Your Honor, I'm very certain he said light blue. But if she did say light green,
Light
if she did say
blue,
light, if she
absolutely.
did say light green, tell me that Mr. Pooboss over there isn't, from an old lady's eyes, from a car that's speeding at her directly, that he wouldn't possibly look maybe light green, light blue. He's a mix of both, really.
Your Honor. First of all, speeding down.
Minute,
that's
30
a
seconds.
stretch. That's a stretch, Your Honor. That's a stretch, Your Honor. Nowhere in the breaking news, nowhere in Luke's story did he say how fast the vehicle was traveling.
I did say. Did I not say that he stepped on the gas pedal and flew
He
away
stepped on
from
the
the stop?
gas, yes, but he could have. He
I
could
say
have
he
a
went very
car.
quickly.
He could have a car. He could
very
have.
quickly.
He could have had a car with 150 horsepower, and you stepped on the gas, won't go nowhere. All I'm saying, none of that was mentioned in Luke's prosecutor Siegel's story.
Well, Your Honor,
nothing in
Your
the
Honor,
breaking
it should
news
be.
about it, Your Honor.
Your Honor, it should be
I
noted
really don't have much
that
else
the
to
old
say,
lady
though.
flipped completely over the car, so he was obviously going fast enough to hit the lady and for her to go completely over the top of the car.
I just want to say,
I did say
Honor,
that in my original
Prosecutor
statement,
Siegel,
and the old lady said it as well.
He just lied blatantly to your face. He said, "Oh, I heard light blue," even though you said that you heard light green.
I
heard
thought she said
lime
I
green.
thought she said light
He
blue.
Did not, she did not say light blue. He's
I
lying to your
thought
face.
she said light
He
blue,
even
but
heard you say it. But Your Honor, that's it. I'm
like
gonna
I
pass the mic
said, Your
over.
Honor, like I said, a car moving very quickly. Would Mr. Pooboss here not appear to be a possibly light green, light blue? He looks like a mix of both. I think he is a mix of both, actually. And if he could talk, he could probably answer. But I think he's too stunned to speak.
No, sir. No, sir. That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
15 seconds.
Go ahead, Your Honor. I've wrapped up what I had to say. I think it's as clear as day that we have the wrong guy. The prosecutor Siegel's going after the wrong guy. My story backs up, checks out. Billy Pooboss is at his house, upset. I went over the whole thing. I don't have to go over it again, unless you want me to. I'm more than happy to go over
Now-
it again, Your Honor.
Your Honor, could I possibly? I did still have a question for my witness. Could I possibly call my witness back?
Please do call your witness back.
Okay.
And I believe,
Uh,
actually,
you have to-
this is just a aside. I think the prosecutors should be able to ask their witnesses questions.
Hey, you have to flip it over. Thank you.
I have no questions as of now.
All right. First of all, ma'am, do you have anything else to say before I ask you the question I have to? Some of the questions I have to ask you.
Yes, I would like to say a little bit of something. I just kind of want to give the backstory on my bionic legs, and I promise this has everything to do with the trial.
Okay.
There's a little part of the story of my bionic legs where I do have a sister who also has bionic legs. She is the one
Your Honor, objection.
in that
Objection.
newspaper.
Order in the damn court.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
Hold
Says
on. No,
nothing.
he's
You
speaking
Order
about-
in the
he's
court.
speaking about the publication.
Let her continue to speak.
Thank you. It's just so upsetting to me that she had to go and do this during the time of me having to come up here and be a witness at this court trial. But yes, that is, unfortunately, I am ashamed to say that is my sister running away in that picture in the breaking news newspaper. That is most definitely my sister, and you can look at the documents of my family gatherings.
Objection.
You can look at the
Order will be kept in
documents
my
of
court.
my family gatherings
Your
and
Honor,
see
objection.
that my sister also has bionic legs attached to her bottoms.
Your Honor, objection. Your Honor, objection.
Okay. What do you
Can I
object?
ask? Can I ask? Do I have a chance to ask the witness some questions here?
Yes, you may ask your witness. You may ask the witness some questions. Proceed.
I really just have one question for you, Mrs. Gardner. Why is it that now you're mentioning your twin sister and you didn't mention it the first time?
Because
Irrelevant.
the breaking-
Irrelevant.
the
Order in
breaking-
the
no,
court.
I
She
would-
had
I
no
would-
need to bring.
irrelevant.
She had no need to bring up her sister.
And what makes her need to bring it up now?
If
all of
I
a sudden?
could, please, Judge.
That's a good question, Judge. That's a
That
valid
breaking
judge.
news.
Why
That
breaking
breaking.
it up now?
I would like to speak if Attorney George would not interrupt me.
You will
Can
not
I
be
have the
interrupted
stand?
anymore, Miss Bryan. You may continue.
Thank you so much. I would like to say that the breaking news newspaper had released the picture of my sister after I had came up here and spoke once. That is why I have to bring it up and clarify that isn't me. That is not me up there on that picture.
Objection, Your Honor. If that is not the witness here, then why is she in this court case, and why do we not have her
That's
sister?
not.
What the
That's not
fuck
what we're
did I
What are
say
you talking
about
about?
objections? You will not
I'm
object
trying to
anymore
explain-
while this witness
I'm trying
is
to
speaking.
explain that the breaking news that came out after my first time being up here on the stand, it came up after. Let me clarify that for the 5th time. It came upon us after I had spoke the first time. I have to clarify that that is my sister and not me, because it's being used as evidence against me when it's not me.
Officers, can we get a DNA test ran to ensure that these two are in fact sisters, and that
You know,
Miss
many
Bryant
of the
the
officer,
gardener.
go grab the DNA test.
okay. I'm gonna just take a look through this here. I have this.
Can I ask my question to my witness
I'm
here?
doing
Your
the
Honor?
DNA test. Hold on, I'm doing the DNA test.
Can I ask my witness the question?
Okay.
Final little part here.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Now, when you were crossing the street, was there any way you potentially saw? Were you looking at that car that hit you? Did you see maybe who got into it when it was parked? Were you able to tell and see anything?
I'm going to be honest. It
Oh,
was.
Miss Bryan,
it
you're
was-
cutting out on us here. I apologize.
I'm sorry. Can you
may
hear
continue.
me now?
You may
Yeah,
continue.
you're okay now.
I can just say this: that jewelry store has been there for many years, and it's not very far. It's just down the same street, just a little bit further down from the subway and the farmers market that I walked to. Okay,
Okay.
I couldn't see who got in the car, and I couldn't see who got out of it. I just know that when it was coming directly at me, like I stated before, I never said light blue or lime green. When that car was coming at me, the hands in the car looked green. Now, it could be my old vision.
You mean black?
It could be my old vision thinking that such a cyan color looks green to me, but it is a shade
Time
of
check,
green.
Your Honor. Time
And
check,
when
Your
there's
Honor.
tinted windows, like a criminal would have, it's hard to see in the car, but I didn't see his face or
Time check,
anything
Your
else.
Honor.
I just saw some hands.
Okay.
And
Okay.
objection,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Attorney George, what would you like to present to the court?
This witness is going back on their words. First, they're saying they're seeing lime green. Then they're saying,
I
we
never
might be
said
seeing.
lime green
Ma'am,
ever.
Hey,
ma'am, if you
I'm
would
talking,
please
I'm
let.
talking, please.
Apologies.
Thank you.
First,
thank
she's
you.
saying light green, light blue, whatever. Then now she's saying, it could be a mix of cyan in there. Now she's saying, the windows are tinted now. How
No,
can I see
let me just
correctly?
let me hold you there.
Your Honor, she's
The
going
windows
all over
being
the
tinted
place,
was
Your Honor.
brought up beforehand. The windows
But
being
I'm saying
tinted was
that
brought up
on
beforehand.
That on top of all the color changes, Your Honor. She's going all over the place. Regardless of whether the
Well,
window
let me-
tint was brought up after or before, with her jumping colors left and right of not being able to see, and then seeing one color and then seeing something like this, Your Honor, she's all over the place. How can you trust what she's saying here?
What
In
either
the
sides?
beginning- I'm sorry.
What either sides, Mr. Prosecutor? I'm going to start with you. Is there any other evidence that you'd like to present before I make my
other
final verdict?
No other evidence, Your Honor. All my evidence is laid out. I've not mentioned the dented coffee cup, but that coffee cup that was dented does belong to the owner of the Rolex. And that was found at the scene. They did leave it behind in the chase. And that is all. That is the last thing I have to say.
Attorney George School, is there any other
Yes, sir.
evidence or statements
sir.
that you'd like to make before I make my final verdict?
Your Honor, I've laid everything out on the floor tonight. We have Prosecutor Siegel has the wrong guy. Billy Pooboss, nowhere near the crime scene, nowhere near this crazy old grandma. Like I said, breaking news, bionicle that
That
runs away
hurts
from
my
mental hospital.
feelings.
I'm just saying. It's out. It's all out there. Everything's laid out on the floor, Your Honor. No other evidence.
Okay. Thank you. All right. How do you return the witness to their seat?
Just bang on it again. Bang on the red. Bang on the red.
Bang on the blue.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Before I make my verdict, I would just like to do a recounting of the story, just so everybody's up to date. Just to make sure we've got everything squared away. One last time. Let's go ahead and preface that our witness and our victim, Miss Bryan, one, has PTSD. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sure she does have PTSD, but our victim of the stolen watch has PTSD and has not left their home since. That is why they're not here in our courtroom here today. So our victim had waited 3 years on a wait list for a pristine Rolex, in which point our suspect, who's believed to be Mr. Billy Pooboss, premeditated robbery, stole the watch at knife point. That is where this midnight screech was heard. Snatched the watch through the subway. We get the dented coffee cup from the tussle. We've got the innocent staring at the suspect in the subway, which is where we get our... it seems that's where we get our stare in the subway. And then, let me just collect back myself into these notes. We've got the Inno staring at the suspect in the subway. And then after leaving the subway, the suspect got into the getaway car with the incompetent getaway driver, which hit the bystander, who is our witness in the court here today, Mrs. Bryan, and then sent her flying over the hood, at which point she delivered a gesture prohibited by law, and we had the used tissue from the soaking of the blood. But before we leave it at there, I would also like to keep in mind that Mr. Billy Pooboss also was working for a company that specialized in size 47 socks. We can see by some of the breaking news that the Fortune 500 company of the 47 socks, size 47 socks that is, laid off over 100 employees. I find that hard to believe that a Fortune 500 company only lays off 100 employees, but we'll keep that in mind. We have the broken contract, and then we have some objects suggesting the wealth that Mr. Billy Pooboss once had, or may still have, such as the sketchbook and the gaming console. And then we also have Mr. Billy Pooboss stubbing his little toe, which may explain why he could not run away, but it also might explain why he had to get a getaway driver, as he could not run. In my 20 years of being a judge, this is the most fucked up case I've had in quite a while. I think with the evidence provided, I find it hard to believe that Mr. Billy Pooboss did not use his time of turbulence, his time of tribulations with having lost his job at the Fortune 500 company. He didn't have a secure income, from what it seems, and so he stole the Rolex. I mean, it just makes sense.
No way.
I mean, the tinted water bottle. But then,
Your Honor. Stressing me out here, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is the right verdict.
Your Honor, you're absolutely losing your mind. You're about to send the wrong man to prison for the rest of his life.
Hey, don't forget about the breaking news.
Jonah Many, you bring up a good
used
point.
tissue came out
Jonah
of
Many
nowhere.
brings up a good point.
Tinted water bottle came out of nowhere.
Jonah Many
Honor,
brings
the
up a
story's
good
not lining
point.
up.
And let me go ahead and get into these key points here that I think would make plenty of sense to any of the jurors that would be in here right now. Unfortunately, we don't have any.
What?
The broken water bottle has... No. I don't know who brought that up. I would just like to point out, for one, like I said prior, the Fortune 500 company lays off over 100 employees. Usually layoffs are in the thousands. I feel like the amount of effort going in to lay off 100 employees of a Fortune 500 company, which has thousands upon thousands of employees.
Your Honor, it says over 100.
Yes, lays off over. Okay, yeah, but okay.
That is
We'll
true.
just-
I mean, it's more than 100.
I mean that. Okay, but I'd also like to keep in mind we have a stare in the subway. Stare in the subway, correct? Whenever the suspect was fleeing, witness.
He did hawk him down, Your Honor. He did hawk him down.
But how could
Don't
he
forget.
hawk him down?
Do not forget.
How could he hawk him down if this happened near downtown McKinney?
All I'm saying is also don't forget.
Well, did you not hear my
well,
explanation?
Okay.
See, they have the wrong guy, Your
breaking
Honor.
news says child.
This happened when
Prosecution
they
claims
this happened
civil.
when they entered the subway. Mr. Pooboss jumped. He jumped across the rail, and he stared back as the robbie, or the person who the Rolex was stolen from, stared back at him.
Okay. I have one final question before I release my verdict. To Mrs. Bryan,
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
with your life-altering injuries that you sustained in this accident, what would you see fit
I saw.
for the gentleman or the gentlewoman that did this to you?
Well,
What punishment would you see fit?
I know a lot of people make mistakes, and I'm a woman of God. I've grew up very religious, and I wouldn't wish the worst on anybody. So it's kind of hard for me to say, Judge. I know people make mistakes and people come from certain areas, but justice does have to be served for those who are innocent. And I say, I'm sorry, I'm getting paper thrown at me, and I'm getting very disrespected right now, and it's just really grinding my gears. I'm sorry.
This lady's delusional,
All I
Judge.
can say for this gentleman, this green gentleman directly in front of me, all
Green
I can
again.
Blue.
He is obviously,
Blue.
what's that
I'm-
color, bro?
I'm sorry.
Deal.
I just can't see very well. It just-
Turquoise. Yeah. See, the story's all over the place, Your Honor. She can't see very
it's
well now.
not.
She's calling him green.
I just would like
Come
to
on,
finish.
Your Honor. Come
I
on.
would just like to finish
She
what
has
I'm
the wrong
trying.
guy.
I would just like to finish what I'm trying to say. You asked. Thank you, Mr. Judge. You asked.
What punishment do you see fit for the person that committed this crime?
I just wasn't, like I said before. I just give it up to God, and I forgive those who do wrong against me.
Just pick a number.
All right.
And that's just how I see it. I just let God
Damn,
do
she
the
stuttered.
dealings, and I forgive and forget, because that's what I was taught.
All right. I think I've made my
I
verdict.
came here today to give evidence.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Hey,
You heard, make your thing.
Okay, I've got my verdict. I've got my damn verdict.
Okay.
On the
Okay.
counts of attempted vehicular manslaughter, theft, attempted assault with a deadly weapon, fleeing from a crime, and numerous other counts, I declare that Mr. Billy Pooboss is guilty.
Man, fuck that shit, man. Oh my fucking gosh, y'all niggas.
We cooked, baby.
George used 282 emotes. Oh my gosh, George.